So the vulnerability, it's not saying I'm going to be vulnerable and I'm going to go walk on the train tracks with a blindfold at night or something and earplugs. It's not. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about as something that's actually more threatening. It feels more threatening when that innermost place that you want to protect, when that is open to the light. It's the same thing we were speaking about yesterday, is if you keep tucking something away, it gets to stay in shadow. It's not being met with the light of the truth of you. And so that maybe there's a better word then. It initially felt like vulnerability, but it then becomes more transparency, where you're willing to look and have anyone else see. I don't know what's in there. And this ties in with that willingness to be anything. Someone says, "You're being a jerk." Am I? I don't know. I might be. Let me see. Am I being a jerk? Oh, you're right. I'm being a jerk. I'm sorry about that. Or, it doesn't feel like I'm being a jerk. Tell me more about your experience. Why does it seem like I'm being a jerk? And then the things unfold. So there's a slowing down, because our reactions are quick, those protections. And then I'm sure everyone has had the experience in some form of partnership where someone gets triggered, and then it's trigger, 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 right? Layer, 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 and phew, you're gone. Neither of you can function. But it's the other person's fault, always. Right? So in this unpacking, again, yesterday, in that self asking those questions and seeing those layers, right? Those are the layers that then are the trigger, the bing, bing, bing. And so in this vulnerability and that willingness to be anything, that then you're willing, all right, maybe I'm being a jerk. Maybe I'm shutting down. Maybe I'm being unconsciously sidewindy attacking. Maybe I'm completely not hearing anything you're saying. It's that willingness. I'm a human being. We're human beings. We do that. So in that vulnerability, even as I speak about it, maybe you can get that flavor of the freedom that comes from that. The freedom that comes from being willing to be a jerk and to not be a jerk. To be understanding or to be misunderstanding. Because when we meet those in the moment fully, then they're gone. Because that's the nature of life, the appearance and the disappearance. So in my willingness to be a jerk, if that's what's happening and there's an acknowledgement, well, then it's just already transformed itself. Because then in my willingness, I'm not a jerk anymore. I'm open to hearing, well, what happened? What did I do? What was the experience? And if there's not being a jerk, but they're actually being a jerk in the openness, then the light is present for someone else to see, well, what's actually happening. So it brings things more into the sustained present now. And so this is why I'm saying this openness and this union creates the most protection possible. And if there's not a limiting filter, then all possibilities are present. You're not limiting the response. And so if there is a situation that does require something for actual safety or a need, the system is free. It's not in a traumatized state. and what's needed appears.